Hello friends, myself Bakul Valambhiya. Today I welcome all of you. The subject of my lecture today is purpose of life. Now obviously this question is to all those people who are grown up, mature enough to think about it. The thing is that we need to ask this question to oneself. The biggest advantage of knowing the purpose of life is that you will be able to understand that in which direction you are heading for what purpose you are learning, for what purpose you are socializing, for what purpose you are learning new things. Because until and unless you don't know the actual purpose of your action, it will be sometime become the loss of labor. Your efforts sometime would become useless also. So we need to understand this first. So next time whenever you think in free time, you just ask this question to yourself, that what is the purpose of your life. So this is not for the sake of answering oneself that this is the purpose or this is the purpose. It is not to impress someone else also. It is all about what will be the prime concern of our life. Once you are able to think about it, then you can train your efforts in that area also. So once you are pretty sure about your goal, then you can train your efforts properly and intensify it whenever you want it. Second thing is that when you are particular about your goal, then you will be able to provide your 100% energy and concentration in that particular subject with complete happiness, without any force. And at that time your work will not be work but will be a complete enjoyment. So this thing is very important to understand. Now it is not that I am far better than you. Even I had my part of problems in life, and even I come to realize about the purpose of my life very lately, after 35 years of my age. I come to realize that I am a person who is not made to make only money at all in life. I have some different goals to achieve in my life, and social work is one of it. Actually, I am convinced that I need enough to survive in this world, and as a married fellow, I need enough to feed my children and wife and take care of them properly. So this is the simple priority of earning money. The thing is that without knowing the purpose of life, our life is just like a stray animal. I am not insulting the animal, because we have not that kind of concern with them, because they have been created in that way that they live such life. But when it comes to humans, and when we are getting some distinction compared to the other animal kingdom, then definitely we have some duty in our life also. That is why I am saying that if we don't have any purpose in life, then it is a life of a stray animal who has only two work: eating food and taking rest. Eating food and taking rest, nothing else. Now the same thing we see happening all across the world with so many people. They have a lot of money, they have a lot of energy to do so many things in terms of their age and everything, but still they don't have anything to do meaningful. They are not at all decided about doing anything as a person. Now you just think about the people who are spending their money lavishly in terms of luxurious life. So what I am saying is that now if someone is doing such things, there is nothing wrong at all, because it is also an act of creating business out of it for some other people. But when it comes to the purpose. Now there is not any purpose more than the whims and fancies of an individual. So this way what will happen is they are going to influence other people to live such life, because to live careless life you don't need to have more convincing points. You just copy that very easily from others without knowing the relevance of it also. But if you want to learn some good virtues, it really requires a lot of efforts, because if you want to learn something good, no, your mind will not be completely ready on its own. It will not be interested in it. So we will have to put effort to prepare our mind, okay, to learn the good virtues. Now you would say that if everything is about learning good virtues in life, then what is left for the excitement and what is left for the enjoyment? But this is completely a wrong thing. Now even if with good virtues you can enjoy your life. Now the thing is that you have never tried about it. That is the biggest issue. Now if I am telling you that across your life, if you don't quarrel with anyone at all in life, and you just keep on pleasing people with your good thoughts and power of good convincing with good language, then what is wrong with it? First of all, it will not create any hazard in your life, not any unrest in your life. That is the biggest advantage of that particular virtue. And second thing, you are not going to harm anyone else without any reason. So that is what I am saying, that one has to have the purpose in life, because if you have got some extraordinary mind to think differently compared to other animal kingdoms, and if we have got the power of hands, I mean the power of muscles, I mean in terms of our hands, then certainly we are meant to be something different as human beings on the face of this earth. But when we come to realize all these things, it becomes very late to take action in that direction, because all the time most of us think of doing good things and social things, all these things after our retired age. But when they come to that age, I mean they arrive into their retirement age, they are completely shattered in terms of physical health and mental freshness. So at that time they just want rest in life. So instead of doing anything in that area, they are just not able to do anything and expect something in terms of help from the other people, because they themselves are not in position to help anyone. So if you want to do something good in terms of social work or spirituality, then you need to start early. As long as you start young, it will be much better, because you will be accustomed to do that those things as a duty, and you will be dedicated for that. And once you are able and physically and mentally fit at that time, you will be able to understand all the intricacies of that particular things very easily, and you will come to realize the essence of life easily. But when it comes to understanding the same thing at the age of 60 or 65, it becomes really difficult, because your eyesight is weakened, your hearing power is weakened, you don't have that physical energy compared to the people who are into their early 30s and 40s. So this is completely a different matter. But what I am saying, that we need to understand, we need to ask ourselves that what is the purpose of life. Maybe you will get answer that you have sole purpose of life in terms of earning good money for your family. Sometime you will get answer as a person that you have the purpose of life in terms of bigger and bigger powerful entrepreneurship. Some people will think that they have purpose of life in terms of doing social work. Some will think of spirituality, etc. So each and every person will have different answers from within, that this is the purpose of my life. And once they come to know this, they will able to realize that if they have certain purpose in life, that then where they are, at what position they are, have they reached 25% level or 50% level or 75% level, have they been able to achieve that purpose or not. So when they realize that what they have done and what is left to be done in future, they will able to focus their attention in that area properly, and they will be able to accomplish their own dream, their own purposes as a stable person with their own efforts without the help of other people. So this is all. So this is enough for today. Thank you very much.